here we are again. Welcome back to Tombstones photo drawer number 8. I think I'm on. And yeah, I don't think I'm even halfway through this. Yesterday I looked at the video from yesterday, and they were all blurry. I'm having so many technical difficulties. I don't have somebody film it, so I started off doing the laptop, and the problem with the laptop is the laptop has a screen, so every time I showed a picture, you got a reflection from that screen. So now I'm using a camera, but the camera's monitor is on the back of the camera. So I'm currently looking at a mirror right there that I've got placed so I can see the frame, but I can't see whether it's clear or not. So we're gonna hope we get some clear stuff. And onward. This is a chick I don't know. I feel like that place is Trooper's Patio. I spent a lot of time at Trooper's Patio. I used to, like, if I was out of pot, I'd go to Trooper's Patio, put all the chairs in a circle, and wait. It always worked. I don't know you, chick, so you're going in trash. I'm sure you're a lovely person. This is the 3 o'clock in the morning shot with Chris being sexy. There's a whole series, and it's going in photo career, my photography career, somewhere around here. There we go. Yeah, there's a whole series progressively of him taking his pants off, which whatever age I was, 20 something, just that idea. Yeah. I still think it's kind of hot, the series. Anyway, here we go. This is me and Joey. And we're posing to look like I'm butt fucking Joey, but I'm not really. And we were all glammed up for something. I don't know what we're glammed up for. Here, I don't know. Can you see it better here? Here? Or here? We'll see. I'll give it a shot. Let's go with me and people I love. It's me and Joey. Me and Joey. Where's me and the people I love? Where are the people I love? There we are. Where are the people I love? Onward. There's Scott Garrett and me as Blair the Clown the night of the leather circus Halloween thing. I love that picture of me and Scott. And yeah, Scott moved away for years. He was gone for 15 years or something, and he's back now. He's building a house in the Ninth Ward. There's a picture of Marcy in her like underwear at a construction site. And I'm going to throw it away. It's underexposed. There's a lot of pictures from that day. We don't need the bad ones. I grabbed 2. Let's take them both. I stared at this like, who are these people? I don't know these people. And I realized it's me and Salamander. It's me and Salamander at some New York thing. There's a big block. It's a sculpture thing. I'm on this side. I'm wearing a hat. Salamander's on that side. And for me, it was the day after the clowning. So, I always look, when I went full on shave my head clown, I always looked a little weird the next day. So yeah, it's me and Salamander in New York. Me and people I love. The second one is from the role Christian took when she went to Canada. Onward. Picture I took of Salamander. That's a cute one. I'm keeping the cute one. But it's going in there, love. Yeah, at some point I'll probably have to micromanage these. Oh, this is such a great picture. This is me on Halloween and my nephew, who was, I don't remember, 2 or 3 years old. That's my nephew Michael, and that is me, traumatizing. Oh, it's written on the back. 1991. I don't know if he was 2 or 3, but he was scared as hell of me in that zombie drag makeup. And that little, I love this picture because I was holding him like, oh, Michael, you're something. And he is screaming like he's gotten his appendages cut off. It's going with me and people I love. Did you love my little nephew Michael? And I love that picture. The number, I've discussed it many times, and this is the best picture from that number. Me and Christian and Venus doing Mr. Macho Man. Venus came out, and we as her backup dancers came out and stripped her She had one outfit on. We stripped that outfit. She had another outfit on under it, and we choreographed it to look like we were fighting the whole time. That was the whole choreography. Is like me and Christian are trying to tear Venus down, and she's like just fight. It was like a choreographed fight, but it was awesome. And there is a guy. His name was Trey, tipping us. You probably can't see it there, but there's also back there. There's David who was filming. And then there's this other guy in the corner, and I didn't know that guy, but I had sex with him that night. So this picture is kind of like, it's like a prime picture for me, and I love this picture. Venus has got me and Christian by the hair, and we look like we're being punished. I love this picture. I'm going to put that in frameable. Oh no, performances. I have performances. It's going in performances. Yeah, it's a great picture. I love that picture. It says a lot. Onward. This was, I guess it was Halloween? Maybe not. I don't think it was Halloween. Maybe, I don't know. But Scott Garrett, who did the leather circus thing, this was neon blinking Asian. And that's me in the little kind of neon samurai. I was a neon samurai, long hair, so I pulled it back. And that's Scott. I know that's Saucy, and I know that's Drake. I'm not sure who the other one's Ian. He worked at Second Skin, and I don't know who that other guy is. But yeah, Asian neon, and it blinked. Once again, lesson learned, you can't take pictures of blinking. Let's put that in no one. Just a no one. Onward. Let's see. This is from the Halloween, the leather clown, the leather circus Halloween. This is other people. Fuck you, other people. I don't need you. It's my ex-wife Jill at her third wedding. That's her and James. They got married at the library, and that's a picture outside the door of the Mobile Public Library downtown. And yeah, it's kind of sweet. I'm sure Jill has a copy of this. Jill, if you watch this and you don't have a copy of it, let me know. For now, it's going in Mobile, okay? There's a little picture of you and James together in front of the Burnham Hall door. I remember. Oh my God! I could go on. I could go on for the rest of the podcast about this picture. Okay, what you're looking at. This is photo op. Photo op. The very first job I got when I moved to New Orleans was at a place called Hula Maze. It was a laundromat, and they made food. You could go have a little lunch, do your laundry. The second place I worked was photo op, and I worked at photo op for a year. And this is a picture of Alicia and Douglas at photo op. Okay, there you go, photo op. I worked there for a year. The first day I worked there, there was this crazy woman. Crazy little Indian woman named Mrs. Kylis, who on my first day there said, "I don't want you stealing anything." Yeah, she was so paranoid somebody was going to steal from her. And she was such an awful boss that she couldn't keep any employees. And there came many times that I was the only employee working for her. And there came a point when it was just me and Douglas. And I really liked Douglas for a while. He was like a little queen. I don't know what the fuck happened to Douglas. But one day, Miss Kylis came in to pick up the deposit from the day before, and it wasn't there. And yeah, she came to pick up the deposit, and it wasn't there. It was just me and Douglas working there, and I just had this like, oh my god, she's gonna fire Douglas because he's stealing, and I'm gonna be stuck working, being the only person working there from 10 in the morning to 10 at night, and I couldn't take it. So I quit before she could fire Douglas. I quit. Douglas showed up that day. She was like, she's like, okay, the deposit's not here, whatever. It was just one of her many businesses. She was a piece of work. But Douglas came later that day, because he was working the night shift, I was working day shift, and he shows up, and I was like, Douglas, Miss Kyla said that the deposit was not in the safe. And Douglas said, first thing out of his mouth, she's lying. She's lying. That's the first thing he said. He didn't say, wait, let me think about what I did. Wait, maybe I put it over here. Maybe it's stuck in it. Nothing. First thing out of his mouth, she's lying. That's when I was like, I gotta get out of here before she gets him out of here. So I left Miss Kylis with one employee, the stealing Douglas, who stole at least one deposit. We know. I don't know what happened after that. She called me for weeks. Weeks. She called me on a daily basis. I want you to come back. I've never quit a job where they called me and just like, well, no, I did that. And kept calling. Please come back. You're the kid. Oh, fucking Mrs. Collins. Where the fuck is she? Oh, awful person. Awful woman. And that was a crazy experience, the whole, like, my first year here. So I'm going to keep Alicia and Douglas in NOLA. Although I feel a little dirty just keeping a picture of Douglas. What am I looking at here? I don't know. I think it's a picture from the Epilepsy Sticks concert, the first one I went to. But all you see at the back of somebody's head, and there's like a little something going on stage up front. Whatever. Trash. Bye-bye. That guy Chris. There's so many pictures of this guy Chris because I did some modeling. He wanted modeling pictures, so I took a bunch of them. And I don't know why I kept so many of them because I never threw pictures away. That was the thing. I never threw pictures away. I'm gonna put this in photo career because that's kind of that looks like it could be in a catalog. Buy this shirt. In a catalog. So I'm gonna put that in photo career. And I remember this is Marcy. And she's in a little corset underwear thing, and she's actually in my mother's bedroom. You can see there's if you wouldn't be able to tell exactly what's going on if I didn't tell you. But my mother's bed was covered with teddy bears, and she had tinfoil over the windows. And yeah, it made for an interesting kind of background to Marcy's thing. I don't remember why I did that, but there's a photo career. Marcy in my mom's bedroom. Forgot about that one. Let's see what I got. Oh, here's the Asian Samurai. A picture of me, just me as the Asian Samurai. Here I am, Asian Samurai, Asian Neon Samurai. I wasn't completely neon. I was kind of like a peach colored, but it worked out. It worked out. I had like glow in the dark. I wasn't blinking. I had glow in the dark. The makeup was glow in the dark, and parts of the outfit were glow in the dark. New Orleans, I guess. Nola. Yeah, let's do that. My 27th birthday party, the last birthday I spent in Mobile. That is me opening some sort of present, and I'm going to throw it away. I love that shirt. I love my hair, but there's better pictures of me from that night. I don't need them all. Come on. The night of the leather circus thing. A lot of pictures you see Drake in, he's got his face on, he's got makeup, but he had a mask that he just didn't like to wear, and that is Drake as the I forgot what we call him. He was like something from the circus, like Monster Man, something. I don't remember, but it's going in NOLA. That's him with the mask on, because he didn't keep the mask on through most of the night. Roxanne. You probably can't really see it. It's very underexposed. And if I didn't know Michael Klein Peter personally and know that he's living in New Orleans, I would throw this away because it's very underexposed and you can barely see who it is. But that is Michael Klein Peter, aka Roxanne, in a nun, in a like vinyl nun thing. I'm gonna put in NOLA. Roxanne, if you watch this and would like that picture, let me know. And there's Scott Garrett from the Leather Halloween Night with Drake. They were a little couple back then. And yeah, Scott Garrett. Good Lord. I mean, I don't know how long this can go on, but it can go on a while. I love this one. This one goes in photo career. It's an image of Christian we took in a little back alley somewhere in her little negligee. I love that. I wanted to blow this image up to like a huge image, you know, those like expensive, like ridiculously huge image, but I never did it. But I love it. Her lipstick smear, she's pulling the thing off. It's you know, it's kind of slightly out of focus. It's grainy. Yeah, I think I'm kind of proud of that picture. It's a beautiful image. That's going in photo career. I like it. I like it a lot. Lady Carolyn with her brother. That is Lady Carolyn with her brother, who I just have to throw in that Lady Carolyn's brother wanted to kill me at one point. Yeah, because Lady Carolyn had this friend named Davy who was gay, but he didn't know it yet. Nobody knew it yet. And we would go to Dauphin Island because Carolyn's parents owned a house in Dauphin Island, so we would go to the beach house on weekends, and we'd just take a group, you know. And one weekend, Carolyn's friend Davy Chastain came with us, and of course, if there's some gay person I'm stuck on a beach with them, I'm gonna fuck them, you know. I'm gonna have sex with the guy. I blew the guy. I gave him a blowjob. That's all that happened between me and Davy Chastain. Full disclosure. I sucked his dick, and then the next day, I went home. Everybody went home, and Davy told Carolyn that I raped him because he was he could not accept his sexuality yet. So he told Carolyn, he told his parents, he told Carolyn's parents, he told Carolyn's brother that I raped him. It was a mess. It was a mess. There were phone calls about talking about having me prosecuted for rape, for sucking Davy Chastain's dick. When he was fully into it, he just like woke up the next day like and panicked, and instead of accepting it, he told everybody I raped him. Follow up to that, I'm working in the photo labs a few years later, and a roll of film comes through, and it's fucking Davy Chastain with some guy shoving dildos up his ass. I made copies, but I got in trouble for it because he fucking Davy Chastain, fuck Davy Chastain. He called my boss. I don't remember how it all went down, but somehow I saw the pictures, I made a few copies, and I got in trouble for it. And he told people. This is a stupid picture. This was taken in high school. I was on the FFA horticulture team. Did you know that I was state champion of FFA horticulture? Well, I was on a team of state champions. And we went to Disney World, and this is a picture. The top 4 people are me and the people in my classmates. The girls in front of us were just girls that we picked up at Disneyland. You know, we're young teenage boys. They picked up a teenage girl. It was a weird one. Mobile, go to Mobile. Even though I was technically taken in Florida, Disney World, but that's a weird one. This is me, for some reason, lifting. I'm in Carolyn's old apartment when she was living on Airport Boulevard, and I'm picking up one of her end tables, acting like a strong man. I don't know why. It makes no sense. And I kind of want to throw it away. I want to throw it away, so I'm going to lean towards that. What we have? We have a law. Oh, it's Frank and Mary. It says Frank and Mary. Kitchen Blues? I don't know, whatever. Frank and Mary, when I first moved to New Orleans and I was working at Accent Annex, it was right by Royal Street, and there was a street performer who played the saxophone, and her name was Mary Schnapp. And I would literally just go on my lunch breaks and whatever and sit and listen to Mary sing. And she was so friendly and nice and wonderful. And she'd travel the world as a street performer. She would go to Paris and then she'd show back up, and then she'd be like, I'm going to California, and she'd be gone for a little while and she'd show back up. I haven't seen her. I don't know what happened to her. Frank and Mary Schnapp is going into memorabilia. And she had such a good voice, and she played the saxophone, and I really liked her. That guy Chris, no shirt, shorts, trying to make an angry face, trying to look sexy. Come on, Chris, try to look sexy. It didn't work. It never did work. Okay, there's Leslie Elizabeth O'Neill, me, and you can't see the drag queen that's hiding behind somebody else. But that's an old picture of Ho Johns. I'm going to keep it, but there's a better picture. But I don't know that I have another picture of Leslie Elizabeth O'Neill anywhere, so I'm going to keep that in Mobile. Leslie Elizabeth O'Neill was a drag performer when I was going my early days in the gay bars in Mobile, and her mother, I think she was underage. I don't think she was old enough to get in a bar, but her mother was with her, so her mother would take her to these drag shows because she had like transitioned very young, which was in Mobile, Alabama. Yeah, that's a bold thing to do. How cute! This is a picture of Jim Faust in my New Orleans. Jim Faust in New Orleans. He's in my my old Ursuline Street apartment, looking very dapper. Yeah, he came. He only came and stayed with me once since I moved, and he got mugged. He goes to NOLA, and yeah, he never came back. Well, there's a picture of me and Salamander on our little date as Freddy and Jason. The movie had just come out, Freddy vs. Jason, right around that time, and one of the things, Salamander, what was it? I agreed that I would make him creepy one night, and he would make me adorable, because I was like, I've never been adorable, and I want to be adorable. So he, Salamander made me adorable, and I made him creepy. That is, was our little feng shui of a relationship. He could make me adorable, I could make him creepy. There's my mother and Jackie in my old Ursuline Street apartment. They're sitting on the couch. Very wide shot of the whole room. No. Yeah, my mother only visited one time in New Orleans in the 20-something years. The exact same picture, right there, a copy of it. Do I need two copies? I'm going to, because it's my mom. I can't, I mean, really, yeah. Right. This is that outfit that I had long hair, and I asked Venus to make me a ponytail because I wanted to wear it like a little hippie. Somehow she made this big drag ponytail on top of my head, like a Madonna in Vogue. So I was like, well, if I got that, I might as well put on these vinyl pants and, yeah. And now that's me trying to look like a little warrior because I thought I looked like some kind of weird superhero or supervillain or something. I'd also just gotten that tattoo fixed. My hurricane tattoo had just been fixed, so I was showing it off. Let's go to NOLA. Well, I should, I should kind of focus on like some outfits. This picture, I feel like I had this already. This is a picture of when I went as Jason Voorhees for Halloween, and I had hamburger, I had like sloppy Joe mix in the wound in my head. So by the end of the night, I literally had flies kind of buzzing around my head. So I got undressed outside of the house, and yeah, this is a photograph I took in the mirror that night after I'd taken it all off. I was like, because I felt just gross. It was a creepy outfit. I creeped a lot of people out, but it was gross. And this was a picture taken that night after I'd taken everything off. Let's see, the clock says 24, so we're going to just do one or two more. There's Marcy in little, like a little Rocky Horror outfit on a construction site. So that's, of course, my photo career, of course. And two more. Marcy in Rocky Horror outfit. Photo career on a construction site. One more. And the winner is, we'll go back here. Okay. And I don't know where to put this one because it's kind of a monumental picture. In the 1993 Gay and Lesbian March on Washington was the last time that they showed the AIDS quilt in full. So that is a picture of the AIDS quilt but you can't see it because it was ginormous. It went on for like, you know, a football field or longer. It was like, yeah, it was the last time they could show the thing in its entirety. I assume the 8th quilt still exists somewhere in some form, but that was 93, the last time they showed the 8th quilt in its entirety. And what to do with this one? Landscape. We're going to put it in a landscape. It's kind of like that. It's kind of a landscape. That's where it's going. Hey, look. It's 45 minutes. Good Lord. And I'm going to pick up the camera and zoom in just so you can kind of see what we're working with now. Like, see, we're barely down there. The drawer goes, yeah. We've got a lot to do.